they hear us? Hi,
Yay.
everybody. It wouldn't be a School of the Stars stream, especially the finale of School of the Stars, if we did not have a haunted stream. But welcome. We're here now. It's going to be okay. Well, no, it's not. But welcome to the finale of School of the Stars. I can't believe we're here. I'm so happy, and I'm also really sad. I'm gonna cry. So we're gonna go around, introduce everybody with our name, our pronouns, our character's pronouns, and our favorite thing that happened last session, if you can remember. And we're going to be starting with Will, and then we're gonna do popcorn because every time you throw it back to me, I take like 10 in like mental damage. So like go.
Sure. Yeah. Hi. Hello. My name is Will. Hey, how's it going? I play Jonah. Hi. I'm the haunted quote unquote survivor. Both of us are he, him. And I think my favorite moment from last time, I think last session was the session that I tried to punch a dinosaur, right?
That was last session.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go with that, and I'll throw it to Rowan.
Hello, I'm Rowan. I was enraptured by the image of the dinosaur punch. I use she, they, and I play Remy Sun, who uses they or any. And last session, I remember just distinctly Jack and the Beanstalk Aoife is my strongest memory, so I'll go with that. And I will toss it to, Aoife. Rosie.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Rosie, she, her pronouns. Today I am playing Aoife, also she, her. My favorite memory was getting to be a detective for a good little while and find some stuff that hopefully helps in this last episode. And I'm gonna popcorn to Anita.
Hey, that's me. Hey everybody, Anita here. I use she, her pronouns. Tonight I'll be playing It's Not Nighttime, Medea Moore, the withdrawn bookworm, and what else am I supposed to say about Medea? She, her pronouns. Medea uses she, her pronouns. And favorite memory. Yeah, I think the moment where like Medea was like pounding at like a crystal dome and like making cracks and like getting there, and then Jonah just comes up and Superman punches the dome, like shattering, and then Medea just being like, show off, begrudgingly but lovingly. Yeah, good moment. And with that, last but not least, I'll pass it to Allie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Allie. I am. I use she, her, or any pronouns, and I am playing Panacea Plaque, the haughty descendant who uses she, her pronouns. Gosh, wow. My favorite memory from last time, I think it was also in the Detective Aoife arc. I loved seeing Aoife like be on her own, like exploring that kind of like wondrous but also potentially really dangerous place, finding some seeds, making some discoveries. It was great. Loved it. And with that, back to Knox.
And I am Nox. I use she, her pronouns, and I am many people all at once in this campaign because I am your GM. And with that said, when we last left off on School of the Stars, our transfer students had found their loved ones, but unfortunately, some of their friends were taken, their souls were put into crystals as well. Medea did almost get put into a crystal as well. Jonah befriended a velociraptor that is his grandfather's familiar after trying to punch it, only to realize that his grandfather had now been put into a crystal as well. In an attempt to go save him, Jonah was teleported to the Fig Hall by Elena. Elena made a couple of trips, got almost everybody there but Aoife, and Irma also went with them. Aoife was taken by a blast of magic, who I did not specify who did that, and ended up waking up in what she discovered to be Lily Flores's room in the Flores house in the sky. Aoife wandered through Lily's room and just looked at some of her stuff before breaking down her door and wandering through the halls, not exploring anywhere else, taking a pack of seeds, going back, meeting up with the others, only to realize they had to go back up to the house because that's where the professor's soul was. Thanks to the help of Elena, who they discovered is actually Marigold's cousin, and a Flores as well. So made it back, found a bunch of souls, but of course not all of their loved ones weren't in this group. They went into Belladonna's room, and Remy found our first lost person's soul by finding Mia's just on Bella's bed. There is a recording playing, and that is where we begin. So, you're all in Bella's room. What do you want to do?
What is the recording saying?
Yeah, recording scene's important.
All right, I'm gonna paint a scene for you here.
Okay.
So, as I said, Bella's room is grand, fancy, like
Oh.
just as Aoife was in Lily's room. Lily had a nice room, but it kind of fit her. It was very bright and happy, but smaller. Like she could have had grandeur, but this is what she's comfortable with. Bella went all out. Canopy bed, just the works. And in the corner with what looks like a shrine, there is a crystal ball. And that's where the recording is coming from. And you can see a face in the ball as if it's showing a video. Who has the photo album? I think Panacea had taken it from
Yeah.
Aoife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I have it.
Do you want to make a roll to look through the photo album?
Absolutely, I do. I agree.
She's got so many opinions.
Is this brains?
I believe this would be brains. If you want to use magic to say you have to specify how you're using magic for assistance, but you can.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I will try to use magic. I think I'm going to try to kind of use that sort of like intuitive feeling that we've felt kind of like searching for things to see if, the magic in the world is guiding me towards anything specific and important in the book. I might even close my eyes when I'm looking through it just to go based off of the feel of the page.
All right.
And that is 7 plus 2 for a 9 total. I've got ATs though.
Okay. The thing was to get a 10.
Okay, I'll add one in and kind of just like I think what probably happens is that I'm sort of like I've got my eyes closed. I'm trying to feel for it. I'm like getting kind of distracted, losing the trust a little bit, and then I will just sort of like close my eyes, almost like hunch down and like just really focus on the book and kind of try to dig deeper because I know how important this is.
Is she reading with her eyes closed? Or...
I'm gonna trust the process. She seems kind of smart.
That's in Princeton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not
That's in
yet.
New Jersey. So, the face in the ball does have a face according to the pictures through it. And looking through, you know that this is Gardenia Flores. This is Bella's aunt.
Okay.
She is not Elena's mother. And so in the recording, it's just repeating a message for Bella saying, "Your mother and my other sister were never strong enough to understand what needs to be done. Our magic is dying, so we must do whatever it takes to protect it. I've explained this to my sisters, but I know that you will be stronger than your mother ever was.
I will give everyone the context that this is Gardenia confirmed and show off the picture in the book.
Yeah. She also says, now that Violetta is gone, you can come to me for anything. But now that she's gone, you can take control of the school until Lily is ready. That's a great place to start. Orchidea is too busy to notice. Violetta, looking through the book, is Bella's mom. Orchidea is the sister who was in Bella's position as the mayor of the town. She's Elena's mother.
There's just so many plants.
I think that's kind of their theme.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the sibling that's named like Cactus.
I'm sure in 1,000 years there has to be one saguaro in there.
It's gonna be great. Party.
There is a cactus.
I think Fantasy is gonna say, okay, so there's some sort of like power transfer going on, and I mean, do what has to be done. That sounds like it has a lot to do with what we've heard about, the town losing magic and drastic measures being needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're taking it from outsiders.
Right.
Is that all that the recording says? Just that on a loop?
So that's all that there is at a surface level.
Medea would like to look deeper.
All right. So do you want to? So I think this would be brains, but you can explain to me if you think this should be something different, and if you're going to use magic.
Fight the crystal ball.
Punch it.
I don't want to fight the crystal. So yeah, I think don't want to fight the crystal, and brains is my next highest.
All right. Are
thing,
you using magic
so,
about it?
Yes, I want to do magic about it. I've seen like wizards in fantasy ponder the orbs, so I shall try to ponder the orb.
Ponder
Right.
that orb. Ponder
Ponder
that
that
orb.
Ponder that orb.
Okay, gosh, what do I have to roll here?
You're rolling brains with magic. I will say that because you have never pondered this orb before, and because you are not an oracle, the difficulty is going to be a 15.
That's so fair, bestie. Here we go. Big money. That's not big money. So that's a 4 on the brains roll, but that's a 4 on the magic roll. So that's
Explode.
Explode. Let's go, bestie.
And then that's a 10. Yeah, that's a 10.
Does anybody else want to try to ponder that orb?
I will ponder the orb.
Yeah.
My oracle brain.
I sort of like look inside of the orb, and I feel like it senses that I'm an outsider that's supposed to be going inside the crystals. It probably like shunts me out, and I get a headache.
I think,
Panacea
but I
gives
do
Medea an
tell-
ibuprofen.
Remy's like peeking around your shoulder.
But
It's not even like super trying, just like got really curious.
Yeah,
How's it
but I
going?
do tell everybody else, hey, there's probably something in that we should check out.
Remy, because you're an oracle, you get a +1 to your roll.
Like +1, like the number 1?
Yes.
Okay.
So whatever you get with your rolls, you'll get a +1 to this roll because this is an oracle thing.
Oh, well,
And this was
14.
actually your strengths that we like never used throughout this entire season.
I got a 14.
I completely forgot
So
existed.
+1 is 15.
And you get it.
Yeah. So smart.
All right.
Yeah, like
Remy.
while I'm sorry,
Go
while
ahead,
like
no, please.
Remy's looking in, I'll just like sort of flinch when Panacea comes up behind me wanting to do doctor stuff, but ibuprofen, that is something that Medea is very familiar with and will gladly take a pill.
I think Remy does some stupid like.
Whatever helps.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you ponder the orb.
Yeah, you gotta.
So as Remy's going like this,
Yes.
they ponder the orb, and you manage to, I'll say for everybody, so you don't have to just keep saying I told it. As you go like this, at one point it looks like you wipe a film off of the orb. And it's a vision from a funeral. There are 3 teenagers, with one holding 2 babies, with 2 women standing behind them. I'm sorry, I'm watching Anita's reaction.
They knew about Rosa. They knew. Sorry.
They knew everything. There wasn't a thing they didn't know.
There is an explanation for Rosa. We'll get to that.
Okay.
And you notice that the oldest of the teenagers is not crying like her sisters. And you notice that the younger looking of the women is not crying like her sister. And it scans away, and it's the woman who wasn't crying kneeling in front of this teenager. I did what had to be done. And one day, when your aunt is no longer in power, I know that you will be the mayor that Las Estrellas needs, even if they don't know it yet. Calla will be much easier to convince. She's quite malleable. Yeah. And Lily, bless her, has a strong heart. Marigold and Rosa are the way to get to Lily. My sister and I will be too busy to run the school. So do what you please. Mold the next generation however you see fit. Bring their magic back, no matter the cost for others. Make your mother's sacrifice worth it. I am so proud of you, Bella. I will always be the mentor you want, the one you need. You can come to me, no matter what. I may not be the mayor, but I have far more power than anyone has ever realized. Don't let Calla grow up to be the same, though. Anything else?
I think Remy is like standing there like, what have I just unleashed? That's not the best, is it? Looks at everyone else.
That was a lot. So to recap,
I'm so
murder,
confused.
gaslighting, rises to power.
Really, all of the content warnings for this game.
I'm sorry. This is why I gave content warnings. I want to clarify.
Yeah, no, of course.
That was in character, Jonah, and we're like,
Yeah,
what?
Yeah,
No,
that was in
okay.
character. That was in
Yeah.
character. That was either like that's a
Please.
this is a really messed up family.
Let me just roll for panic attack.
No, you're good.
No,
Jonah,
you're good.
Jonah just
Yeah.
breaks the fourth wall like Deadpool style.
Yes.
That this town really needs some therapists. I think this
Yeah.
confirms.
Yeah.
We do have one. It's a funny thing.
They're not doing a great job.
No.
Oof.
They're
There's-
also being gaslit.
They're
Oh,
under
no.
resourced. This
They're
is a
under-
real problem in healthcare is, like you
Um,
can have a really dedicated healthcare professional and it's not enough for a whole town
Yeah.
that is also
Medea's
memory wiping people. That's part of it too, I assume.
There's so much.
Medea's gonna stand up and sort of look behind her towards Elena. How's Elena doing?
Yeah.
Um,
Elena, check.
She just looks numb. Irma is crying.
mm,
Who wants to look at the family tree again?
The
I'll-
photo album?
I'll like flip it open to that page so we can all look at it.
They don't usually.
Remi's
include
like
the name.
messing up the bed too, Adam, just for good measure.
We'll get to
fuck,
Remy.
fuck this Bella.
They don't usually include the names of the people that were born into the Flores family in the tree, except for like starting a couple generations back. They don't even include their names. But you see a glimmer, and you see Jeremy Cuervo, and then it comes out.
Jeremy was the brother that was taken. Yes.
Jeremy
She concurs.
is Irma's son, but also what Irma's son's name was also Jeremy. This is
Oh,
referring
right.
to Irma's brother.
Okay.
Who is Elena's birth father and was in a relationship with Orquídea.
Oh.
So Orquídea and Irma and Jeremy were all very close.
Okay. Well, this is good. We have more information. We can figure out what to do about it.
what causes a magic in a whole town to die?
That's a good question. Because they haven't really covered that, just that it is happening, but not why.
Yeah, they didn't teach us that in our one classes.
At least you got a class.
Kind of. Mostly I
Oh,
just
yeah,
got my
your
arm
arm
blown
got
off.
blown off. Yeah, so I
Hey.
think I'm better off in that case.
Remy, do you want to make a check while you're messing up Bella's bed?
Yeah. What kind of check?
Are you looking for something? Do you want to look for something? I will let you all, no matter what you do, if you do something, you can make a check to see if there's something that you find because of it while you're
Oh, there was
exploring
the
this
crystal too, right?
You got the crystal, so you did not just fling the crystal off.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
You picked that up and put it in your pocket. You did not just like fling Mia's soul
Yes.
into the atmosphere.
That would be good. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just like lightly messing up the room, and we'll see if there's anything I sort of find in that.
All right. So you can tell me if there is anything you, Rowan, want to look for that Remy doesn't realize they're looking for, or if I could just give you something random, or if you just want me to give you something random.
I think I don't know that she would do this, but like plans or like some sort of manifesto or some just yeah, anything that would give us
roll brains. Or if you
Okay.
want to roll something else, but brains would be the
No, I love brains. I have a natural one.
Oh.
we're just messing up the room.
No, because natural one, there's actual consequences.
Oh no.
Okay. In what way?
Can Remy not have consequences, please?
It's not going to be consequences that harm you. It's just going to be consequences that means you're not going to get this information.
My lights turned off just when you said that.
You slam accidentally a stack of papers off the shelves. And as you're just throwing stuff, you accidentally spill water onto these papers. And they are now ineligible. Like
Illegible.
Yeah.
There we go.
Illegible. Thank you. I have speech problems, so I don't always say words correctly. You cannot read these papers now.
Can I magic the water out? Water bending.
You can magic the water out, but
Or
the
can I touch
consequences.
them and see them in the past, being an oracle, not an elemental major?
Remy just broke me. Oh my god. Rowan just broke me. Oh my god. I was gonna say no because you're supposed to suffer consequences, but that is too cool to say no to.
Remy's like, "Nar."
Arner.
Yes, you can roll, but your difficulty is a 15.
Can I
Okay.
help?
Yes,
Having
you
seen
can.
the spill, being like, oh, that might have been important.
I got 18 with magic die 2, so total 20.
Let me see. I mean, I'm
So
not going to beat
earlier
that.
before the stream, we were talking about how I had completely different plans for this campaign and how this cast just managed to completely blow those out of the water, like, again, in a great way, but like how it's like, it doesn't matter what Nox plans.
I got a 21.
It doesn't matter. I show up and say stuff. It doesn't matter what I come up with. It doesn't matter what I plan. Nothing matters.
You're an oracle minor too. We're gonna
Yeah.
get like a hologram of what's on this paper.
None of it matters. Nothing that I. No, they should face consequences. And then sometimes your cast just comes up with really cool stuff, and it's like, you know what? It's fine.
We're creative.
I love this cast. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, no, the papers start floating in the air in front of you, and Aoife and Remy, not even realizing that you're like right next to each other, as these plans start forming around you, get snapped into the same vision.
Oh.
Everyone else in the room just sees Remy and Aoife kind of drop.
Like fall. I was picturing Zuko and Aang and the dragon.
Yeah, that's right.
We just fall. That's much worse.
You just let.
Yeah, dead drop. We dead drop.
They are fine. That you will remember, especially I think Jonah and Panacea especially would remember that Remy has done this before when they were in Professor Mothman's. That they're fine. They're just having a vision. So the rest of you are free to explore the house if you want while this is happening, or live your best lives. They're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Start drawing mustaches on us and stuff. Like Jigglypuff.
Jonah would.
Elena and Irma just don't look concerned at all. They're like, yeah, we've seen oracles. This has happened to us because they're chaos and witches.
Sit down first.
You really should try to sit down before you start doing oracle stuff. Yeah, no, you get all of the plans for what Bella came up with.
Yes. And what is it?
Which is where I explain the entire everything for this show to you in great detail. Screw mystery.
It is the finale.
It is the finale, yeah, it's fair.
Monologue.
It's not even that the magic was getting weaker, they just didn't like sharing it.
Oh my.
And the thing is, when you have one community that has this resource and that community keeps growing and you're still sharing those resources, you think that you're getting less of it. So using what Jeremy found about ways to, because he noticed that he felt weaker and couldn't protect the barriers as much because not knowing the sisters were drawing more on Las Estrellas' magic for themselves. They used his plans and they found a way to track magic throughout the continent. And the first mage that they found was a young woman named Mahalia Monroe. or Mahalia Moore. With their mind magic, they were able to tell what she was most scared of. And they went to this young woman about to get married with a baby. And they told her that she was too dangerous to be around her family and that they could protect her. They could protect her family. That they would make her not only safe, but they would make sure that nothing could ever happen to her daughter, to her fiance. That she could help her fiance with the farm and that they'd be able to live comfortably and safe. And they used the fact that Mahalia never truly felt safe except for when she was with Marvella against her. They originally were trying to kill her for her magic, but Mahalia wouldn't die. Not the way that Jeremy did. And they realized that eventually Jeremy's magic went out, but Mahalia's never did. And so throughout the years, they went, found people with magic. They went looking for people who were about 18 to 20, some older, until they accidentally made a mistake. And they accidentally summoned a 12-year-old. And they actually didn't mean to hurt Mia. They were going to let her stay as an actual student. And sure enough, it has a list of every single one of your loved ones. It also has lists of about 70 other people. But the first one was Mahalia. Also, it says that Lily never knew.
Oh.
Well, that's not true. Lily knew at one point, and they took her memory.
Yep.
Lily found out, and they told her that if she didn't, that they would make sure that Marigold would never have a position in Las Estrellas. They wouldn't hurt Marigold. They'd just make sure she was never happy.
What the fuck?
The fuck? I think also they didn't mean to hurt Mia. How do you accidentally put a child in a catacomb and suck her? Like,
They were doing a spell on the rest of the group, and Mia rushed in
oh, motherfucker.
to try to save her.
As a little baby.
Oof. While all that is being revelated,
We're just having a
How we
nice
doing,
dream. It's
fam?
pleasant.
Yeah, everyone else is like, wonder what they're seeing.
Exclusively
Yeah,
the
I
two
think-
people in this clan are Bella and Kala. Bella
Yup.
mostly, but Kala is the muscle. They eventually wiped Lily's memory because she was just inconsolable.
Yeah.
As she should be.
She had no idea what her sisters were doing, and when she found out and they were like, listen, you're part of this now, she was inconsolable. And eventually they loved their sister. They wiped her memory. And that this plan did not start with Gardenia. This plan started about 5 generations back. Also, Bella was 18 when this plan started.
How old is she now?
She's 38.
Oh my.
She's 38, and Bella and Kala and Lily are 35. And she used the fact that they had access to the school to draw people in. So hey,
Meanwhile-
there's the plot of School of the Stars.
Yeah,
Fix it.
I think meanwhile,
Back at the ranch.
Meanwhile,
Medea is going to like see Elena next to Irma, who's weeping, and just that seems to be her mother's constant state, just weeping, and just figures that, okay, this is her family, just saw a funeral, let's maybe, and is going to like sort of lay a hand on Elena's shoulder, who seems to be like numbing right now, and be like, you want to like get out of the past room, basically, because it doesn't look like you're having a good time right now.
Elena will kind of look at you and be like, and she'll look at her mom and kind of understand. Just lean closer. I can't feel anything about this. They were never my family to me. It was always my mom. But I can tell this is hurting her, so let's go look in the other rooms. And she'll kind of take her mom's hand and be like, come on, Ma. Come on. Also, thank you for reminding me about Elena and Irma. Thank you. Do you want more information, people in the visions, or are you good?
I'm good.
There's
Aoife's not.
more.
If there's more, I mean,
Yeah.
There is always more. There is always more.
Yeah.
You can just tell me when to stop, or you can tell me when there's more. There is something specific about Elena in there, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elena and Jeremy. Jeremy was also, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He went down with Adam that night. But that's when they realized that they needed to seal off the catacombs. And the reason they expelled Elena was because they thought she was too powerful and that there was something about her magic that they couldn't place. But they thought that the best thing to do was to make sure Elena could never learn how to continue using it. Because there was something about her magic, they just didn't know what it was. She was too powerful even for Werewolf's family standards.
Okay.
They also don't understand how she could be so powerful when she's just Irma's daughter.
Rude. Just. Okay. Okay, so we've gotten a little info. We haven't really seen Finn or Dee, so I want to see if there's anything we can see about them. And then I also want to see if we can see how the first time they did it, how they take the magic. So maybe we can reverse engineer something. Those are my couple questions. And my cat.
Okay.
Your cat has concerns.
Your cat has lots of concerns. So Dee was one of two people. It was a summer program. And they originally actually thought that maybe they could convince her to join them. She impressed them with how quick she was and how smart she was and how she fought so hard to get to everything in her life that they were like, maybe we'll let her in. Maybe she can be what Lily never has been.
That's so crazy, Panacea, because they never tried to get you to be in a
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Only been 3 days,
It's only
Jonah.
been 3 days.
Chill, Jonah, chill. Damn.
Literally, like not even in this vision, and still taking the opportunity to flame fantasy.
If anyone, they'd approach Remy because Remy knocked out 2 of them.
Yeah, that's true. If
Actually,
anyone, Remy's been standout student.
If anybody, they would have approached Aoife.
Why me? No, no.
They would have approached Aoife because you still have that heart.
Oh,
But you're gritty.
oh yeah.
And Dee flat out told them no and actually stood her ground. It was double dog dared them to fuck with her.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like the Allie's always like, that's my bitch.
Yeah, that
Lock it
that's
down,
her.
fantasy.
She double dog dared them. I'm just making sure that my camera is good. Sorry. I'm just ahead. So Finn tried protecting the people in his group. And one person actually tried to send him home, but right before he could get home, they got him.
Oh.
Aoife's seeing this.
Yeah.
Are we sharing a connection, or are these like independent visions?
It's you and Aoife and Remy are in the same vision.
I think
So nobody else knows
yeah.
this information, which is why it's funny that Jonah just decided to roast the hell out of fantasy.
I think
but
through
Remy
this
and Aoife are in this
connection,
together. You can see each other standing next to each other.
Remy's going to feel an uncommon fury radiating off of Aoife. Just it's building and building as she's seeing more of this unfold. It has gone beyond sadness at this point. It is, oh, we need to take these bitches down energy.
There's also, because you're seeing it as pages, like floating past you, they have files on everybody
Of course they
that
do.
they invited. And for Finn's, it mentions his little sister. It mentions how he took diligent notes of everything that happened and was constantly writing letters that he kept trying to go to the post office to send, only he realized they didn't really have a post office. And they keep writing about this, and eventually they do put, we need to check back to see if the sister is magical too. But it writes about, it's like he will do anything for that sister. So that's something we need to make sure we keep an eye on.
I think Remy's seeing all these people who had these families that would sort of ride or die for them. I think there is that same anger that Aoife feels at the sort of injustice of all, the selfishness of it all, but I think more so is this sort of grief and helplessness and just like feeling very small, and there's so much outside of their control, which is not a happy place to be.
Can we fix this? How do we fix this?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this too big? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also clues about the memory wiping spell and how each time it actually got harder to maintain the spell, because they not only had to wipe Las Estrellas' memory, they had to wipe everybody who had some major contact with these people. And how they found out that people with oracle abilities had an easier time breaking through.
That's us.
They also knew who Jonah was the entire time.
Even as like
Except
a little
for
baby.
Little baby.
Baby.
They knew about Jonah. They didn't realize at the time what his grandfather did, but when the time travel kind of weird sync with the magic happened that they can't even explain. They realized who he was.
Okay. How does the mechanics of siphoning magic work?
Like in the playbook, or like how they describe it? Because in the playbook there is no "this was me."
No, yeah, I just mean as part of that's Remy's trying to figure out how to fix this, and if we can figure out how they did it, maybe we can.
Yeah, if we're flipping through the
Okay.
pages,
we can reverse it.
Magic is like blood; it regenerates. As long as you are alive,
See?
it will keep
not for
going.
Jonah.
Except Jonah, because Jonah's special.
It does. It's just slow. My blood regenerates, guys.
Yeah.
And is
So
there
what
a
they
tool they
realized-
used? Like, was there an IV?
There's something
or
we
like
can break.
Yeah.
Jeremy's spell.
Jeremy's spell. Okay, so it's not
Jeremy was working on a way to get people to donate magic, and it would be stored in these gems that you could keep on your person and use to help channel it, like a crystal ball. It was like an extension, a magical tool, like crystal ball, wand, things like that, to help focus and concentrate your magic. Except it was pure concentrated magic that people were supposed to be able to volunteer to give to help strengthen the barriers of Las Feas. With Jeremy, they just straight up like killed him. And they tried with Mahalia, but she just fell asleep. And they took Jeremy's research and they found a way to make it so that they could trap the part of you that is magic, which is your soul, and have that on them or near them to use that magic. And your magic would keep going until eventually it doesn't. So the mechanics of this, if you were to see this happening, you have to get the person stationary enough to trap them, and the crystal would slowly start forming around them.
Right.
And start compressing and pulling away as the person fell asleep. And you'd be left with crystal next to them.
Okay, that makes
The
sense.
way to get, if you wanted to wake this person up and reverse it, is they would have to have the crystal and shatter it to release the magic.
Okay. I have so many more questions, but we don't have to keep can we bring the crystal ball with or the paper?
This isn't the crystal ball, this is a vision.
this is
so
Right. Mm-hmm. So this is our one chance to.
No, there's other stuff in the house that will give you information if you want to keep looking for stuff.
Okay. Because the other thing I want to know is all the entrances to the catacombs and any hidey holes that Bella has.
That's not in the plans.
Okay.
Do they note where, if they have files on everyone, do they note where the crystals are stashed for our people?
No.
Dang it.
And there's an actual reason for that.
Yeah.
There's an actual reason for that. It's just that they don't specify I am gonna keep this person. I'm charging my laptop. Give me 1 second. I am keeping this person's magic on me today. I'm gonna put this person's magic here today.
Right.
Pretty much once the crystals are there's no more magic to take, they keep them in the room.
Okay. Yeah, Momo's got opinions. Stop this.
This is nonsense.
Yeah.
They're just so evil. I do that too.
I do love the comment, Rowan's cat's not putting up with any bullshit today.
Yeah.
No,
None
not
of
at
it.
all.
Just gets worse and worse, and has opinions.
Across
Again, there was a reason I included those content warnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
We also knew it was horror. Like this
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
been
no,
leading.
this is
None of
tot-
this
yeah,
is
it's
a
totally fine.
surprise.
Very
or
Just
something.
checking.
It's just, I think it's just an applause to you for writing such a thing where we're all like, "Oh my god!" Yeah.
Yeah, our
My brain's a
faces.
lovely place.
Across the connection, I think Remy will hear an echo off of Aoife. Well, we have Mia's, so now we know how to bring her back.
hmm
Yeah.
So, one thing I want to note for everyone in this group: time passes slower inside the Flores house than it does outside the Flores house.
Oh
Shit.
no. Oh,
Oh
no.
shit.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, if we have learned that from the vision,
We will not have learned that from the vision. I am saying this outside for the players to understand.
Oh, okay. The characters don't know.
The
Okay.
characters do not know this. I am doing a little bit of metagaming, just so you're all aware for pacing.
We're gonna come back and
that's
it's
so
like
bad.
5 weeks
Okay.
later. Yeah.
Yeah,
1 hour in the Flores house is about 4 hours
Oh my
Okay.
god.
outside.
Wow,
And with
okay.
everything from getting inside to finding the souls to finding this, it's been about an hour. So it is 8 o'clock at night now.
Oh my god. Okay. I think
Outside. Yeah.
Outside.
our new questions
Does it
aren't
look
getting any
like
answers.
8 o'clock at night outside?
The thing about their house is it's always night,
Oh.
which is why Aoife was able to see the stars when she was in Lily's room.
That's nice, but yeah,
Not helpful.
I like it. It's pretty.
While the two oracles are having a vision, I think, and it's possible that this is redundant from last time, but I do think Panacea would want to be continuing to search the house specifically for other hidden
mm,
crystals, gems that have souls in them. Like I think Panacea would want to take Mia's, try to get a feel for it, and then try to magically search the house for that same sort of like magic signature.
All right. So are you searching for anybody specifically?
Panacea is searching for D first.
I would make sure that Panacea doesn't go alone. I would
Yeah,
buddy
send
system.
someone with Panacea. I would kind of want to stay with Elena because Elena seems like a good fighter and no other reason. And be like,
Sure.
Lock it
and be
down.
like, if I was a serial murderer, elder witch mayor, I would probably have some like security on my room where I keep my evil plans. So she probably knows we're here, and we should probably like be ready for a fight and like secure the premises. And we would start
Are we
working on
staying
that.
here? I think we gotta go.
Well,
Do
right
you
now our
want me
Panacea
to
would be
tell
doing
oracles
this
are
while you
passed
were all
out.
having
okay.
your
So,
vision, not
like,
like
Simultaneously.
this would
while
be
that
like
is happening.
All right,
get
question
your
from the
heads
GM.
okay while you're lying, and then
Question from the
Yes.
GM. Do you want to know, do you want me to tell you, the players, if she knows or not?
No.
Nah, I don't
Okay.
think we would know. And
Yeah.
I think Medea is just assuming that she knows
Okay.
for safety's sake.
I am Remy. I know what they know.
But yeah, I do think Panacea would kind of like be trying to see if she feels this magical signature at all. And if she does, I think she would try to enlist Jonah or even Irma if Jonah doesn't want to come to accompany her to identify where this thing is. But she is looking for D first.
So I will tell you right now, Irma will not leave her daughter.
Cool.
I mean,
Jonah
like,
it is.
beat standing around. I'm down.
Okay, so the party is split. All right. Medea is with Irma and Elena. Jonah and Panacea are off looking for more souls. And Remy and Aoife are currently in their own world. We'll go to Panacea and Joan, because so Panacea is the one who's trying to find the other souls, right? And you're looking for
Yeah.
D first. Okay.
Yes.
So that, because you're pulling on a connection, what do you think you should roll for this?
I mean I definitely feel like it's magic. I sort of think that Panacea is trying to puzzle this out, so I would be inclined to say brains.
Okay.
Like Panacea is approaching this academically in like okay, I felt that before. Let's see if I can access that again now that I know exactly what these soul things look like.
Go ahead, and it's inherently magical because you are looking for a magical soul.
Cool. All right. That is a 8 plus 2, 10 total.
Because you're looking for D soul, I will give that to you.
Cool.
I will say now, if you are looking for anybody other than D, it will be a 15. You are pulling on D's connection. So if you are looking for somebody that's not your person, you will be using a 15. And that applies for all of you. Okay. You're pulling on this, and you just start walking. And you actually end up outside of the house. There's a little garden bed. And this little garden bed with gardenias in it. It has one of those upside down like things. You fill it up with water and you put it upside down. It's like they were big infomercials in like the 90s, I think. I don't know, I wasn't alive in the 90s, but I think those were a thing then. Sorry, Anita. I'm scared to check chat. I think Arnica's gonna yell at me in chat in the best way. And you see that there's one fitted with the gem, the color of D's eyes.
Cool. I'm gonna start by first. I'm gonna turn to Jonah and be like, "Okay, I'm a little worried because flowers are their whole thing, and so I'm very concerned about some potential sinister flower magic. But I'm gonna try to grab this."
Do you know anti-flower magic?
I don't know. We've been here for 2 days, Jonah. I didn't get to anti-flower magic. That's not one of the things that I have tried to, glean from my time here.
Okay, geez.
No, you're healing, so you wouldn't be able to do that. Well, I mean, you could try, but
I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna cautiously try to touch it by like the actual bulb of the glass thing first. Like I'm gonna try to remove the glass thing as opposed to just the gemstone.
Wait, do you want, because like, okay, so my thought, right, is that maybe there's like poison or something, and I don't know if that works on me.
Oh yeah, because you're already dead.
Because I'm already dead, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you
Thanks.
do it.
Yeah.
Fantasy is just like very gladly like being like, yeah, no problem, and stepping back.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Great.
You're so
I'll
welcome.
just
Love that Jonah is our dead guinea pig. The canary in our coal mine.
Yeah.
You can't kill what's already dead.
Yeah, I'll reach out and I'll try to touch it, I guess.
Hey Jonah, roll brawn.
Cool. That's the good one. Love to roll. Magic?
This thing out.
Is there magic?
Yes. It's a magical gem, so we'll say it's magic.
Okay. You said the bad stuff happens on a 1?
The really bad stuff happens if you get a nat 1. Why?
Okay, but what was your magic die though?
That doesn't cancel out a nat 1.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't. I got a 1. But oh shoot. Okay, cool. I was because I have the guardian strength, and so when defending another player in NPC, I thought maybe this could count, but it just means that I always roll stat and magic die and then add them together, which is a 4.
Okay, unfortunately, you did get a nat 1.
I did get a nat 1 though. Yeah.
So flowers are gonna wrap around your arms and try to pull you inside of the bed.
Oh, okay,
The
cool.
garden bed.
Sure. Okay. Jonah's just gonna. I mean, I guess I don't know if I can resist. But
Is there any
I'm
gardening equipment around?
I will roll to see that because they don't need
Okay.
it, but I feel like if they have a package of seeds, it makes sense for them to have
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Is this a combat roll?
They do in fact have gardening supplies, but it's inside the house on the other side.
Okay.
That's because I rolled a nat 1 on that.
Is this technically a combat roll?
Listen, bestie, anything's a combat roll if you try hard enough.
Well, I have another strength called tough, and I don't really understand it, but it says if I lose a combat roll, I can add 3 to the negative number. I'll still lose the roll, but I can reduce my loss up to -1.
So you would get a 2 and not a 1.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's how it would work. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be a combat roll, and that'll make it easier for you to fight against it because I don't understand that. That's
Cool.
strength either, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna say that it means that your next one will give you advantage. How about that?
Okay.
So that it's gonna roll fight. You can explain what you're gonna roll. Usually it'd be flight. If you're trying to like run away from it, but if you want to try to pitch something else to me, and you get advantage on what you roll while it only rolls flight. And because these were planted by Bella, it's going to be using Bella's fight, which is good for you.
That is good.
Because it's not Kala.
Right. And I'm rolling to like basically resist it.
You are rolling. Tell me what you want to do. Do you want to resist getting pulled, or do you want to try to?
I'm thinking it's a like. I'm thinking it's like no, I'm thinking it's like an I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me thing where he's gonna try to like grab the vines and then start pulling back like towards him.
Okay, I will say
like he's pulling weeds.
These are magical.
Yeah.
So I did roll a magic die. It did explode on the magic die. So what would you?
Does this still count as me defending Panacea?
No, because they're not going after Panacea.
Right,
I do think I'm sure it's not helping that much. I think Panacea is looking around for like a sharp rock to see if she can like, kind of slice some of these vines so that they can no longer
I will roll to see if you find a sharp rock. Okay, odds or evens?
Odds.
You did not find a sharp rock.
Okay. Panacea is doing it with a dull rock. Panacea is like trying to, with her D4 fight, is like trying to smash these vines, but it's not doing a good job.
Drop it. Drop it.
So that time I got a 19 and a 1 on the magic die, so 20.
Yeah, no, they're not in. You're not in there with them. They're in there with you. It got an 11.
Amazing. Cool. Yeah.
What do you want to do to these vines?
I think he just kind of he feels it start to pull, and then he's just gonna go like, absolutely not, and just kind of gonna like twist them around his arm, and then put his other arm like farther up the vines, and then just like yank as hard as he can to try to just pull them, because in theory they're in soil somewhere, or else they wouldn't be growing. So he's just gonna try to like fully just rip them out of. Okay.
Yeah, you completely you weed that garden bed. You just it's gardening season and Jonah's here for it. He pulls these out by their roots. You watch the gardenias immediately wither and die. You see a pulse of magic from the gem. But do you want to try to grab it?
Yes.
Okay. You grab it. It's pulsing fervently in your hand. You grab the whole globe. The gem
Right,
is inside of the globe, so
Okay.
like embedded inside.
Yeah, Jonah is like not really confident about like controlling his strength at this point, so he's holding it he's turning very purposefully and very slowly towards Fantasy to just like to just take it.
Fantasy will take it.
And as you do, you hear Dee's voice. You found
Hello?
me. You found me.
Yeah, you're in this like globe, like watering globe, like from infomercials.
That's so lame.
It's pretty lame. Yeah. Other people were like, in much cooler places.
Is it a pretty globe? Does it look cool at least?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Okay. Was it doing something cool like
It's a watering globe. It was watering a plant. I don't know what you want. What do you think? What do you think it was doing, Dee? It was watering a plant.
I don't know. I want to know my magic was being used for something good at least.
Hey, are you? I don't know which version of you I'm talking to. Are you still with people?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Is
like a
everyone okay?
walkie-talkie, I guess, but with
Oh.
my soul.
Yeah. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, the Velociraptor took us to some guy's house. I think we broke in, but he seemed to know where he was.
Okay. Maybe it's the like the yeah, I think I might know
Hey,
whose house you're
one
at.
of your friends disappeared.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, cool. So I can tell her brother because he's kind of freaking out.
Yeah, oh no, sorry. Yeah, please tell him she's fine. She's with us.
Finn, she's okay.
Okay. Well, we'll be there as soon as we can. And I'll keep this safe.
Okay, I don't know how to hang up. It's
Over.
my soul.
And she puts it down.
Okay, so you found Dee's soul. That's one soul down. I'm gonna make a checklist of who we found because otherwise I will forget.
So we've got Mia
We got
and
Mia
Dee.
and Leo and Ale and the
We had
professor.
Adams, am I okay?
No, we did not get Adams yet. And the professor.
Right,
Did
why
we
should
get
we do that?
Adams? We didn't get Adams, right? No,
got the
right? It was just
professors.
Mia and the professor. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we found
Yes,
4
sir.
last time. It was Mia, Ale, Leo, the professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, I know we didn't do Adams yet because I wanted the first person we found to be Mia for reasons. Anyways, so, okay. Let's go to the Lock It Down crew over with Medea, Irma, and Elena.
Listen, her mom is right there. If there's any time to lock it down. Yeah. I am technically a protection major, but I have never been to a single protection class, and there are just 2 unconscious people on the floor. I probably like put pillows underneath their heads because this is a bedroom. Other than that, I don't know how to protect anything. I ask the chaos witches for their expertise.
So you put the softest pillows you have ever touched. They are made literally of clouds, and you put
Oh
them
my
underneath.
goodness. I love magic. Like this is a fucked up situation, but like this is
Elena
I'm sorry.
laughs.
So I'm supposed to be learning how to protect people. That's my whole major thing. But I don't know how to set any wards yet. I haven't been to a class. How would we stop a mayor witch from coming into her room and doing bad stuff to all of us?
So Irma and Elena look at each other and they're like, "Do you not want to go through the rest of the house?"
I do, but I really don't want to leave them alone.
Okay. They kind of look at each other again. Look at you. Well, there's lots of things we can do. Warding, if when they wake up, they're probably going to leave the room. So you can ward them specifically and not just the room. It's all feeling. All school does is teach you how to work with your feelings and work with your magic and emotions. It doesn't really, it's not like it's like in today class we're going to teach you wards. That's why so much of the courses were hands-on experience. That's why teachers duel you on the first day, stuff like that.
All right.
So con ganas.
Yeah, Medea will take a deep breath, sort of like sit down in front of these two unconscious oracles, and I think she's definitely going to think back to yesterday and how Remy literally saved her life. She was going to choke in that duel, and choking in that duel meant getting injected with deadly poison. And like protecting the people that protect her is like one of her principles, one of her guiding things that she's grown up with. And she will try to give some protection back. Gosh, I want to perhaps maybe somehow grit my way through this, give them some of my grit, and like make a grit blanket around them to hold them and protect them from serial killing mayors.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Vibes.
I will let you do that. Like, I can't say no to that. Like, I mean, I can, but that just
love it.
You do you, bestie.
All right, here we go. I got my D10 and a D4. That is not bad. That is a 10 total.
And your difficulty was a 10.
Yes.
You form this. You watch as what's like a color that Medea vibes with.
It's got to be purple.
Yeah. So this.
Yeah, like her eyes have always been a very bright purple, but they flare in this moment. And a sort of like blanket mist sort of like settles, wraps around, and disappears over her two transfer friends. Even though she hasn't spoken much with Aoife, Aoife seems really cool and like really well adjusted for all of this. We would have been in a much worse off place without Aoife's positivity throughout at least most of the first day and a half. And yeah, that happens. It settles. Huh.
So mechanically, I'm thinking how this is gonna work. Will, can you read me what the Guardian strength was like again?
Absolutely. The Guardian, when defending another player and NPC, always roll both your stat die and the magic die, then add them together. Even if you're not using magic to do it, if your check fails, you may re-roll the magic die.
Okay, we're gonna say your blanket functions like the Guardian. So that means not specifically you, but Aoife and Remy can do that. They can, no matter what, if it's to protect themselves or each other, they can now, as long as they have Medea's blanket, roll magic and regular. And if the check fails, they can re-roll magic.
I
So
already
that's the
have
best explanation we've
Guardian.
got.
So can I double Guardian?
You already have Guardian?
I already have Guardian.
Double Guardian.
Remy said, "Get behind me."
You can re-roll both die.
Ooh, okay.
That's the compromise. You can roll.
Our gracious
both.
DM, thank you.
You can, I am a benevolent overlord. Okay.
Yes.
Oof.
So, I will let you re-roll both dice. Okay.
Yeah, Medea will get up and yeah, this is the first like magic she has done that like feels productive in a way that didn't feel like silly, like summoning a bunch of mana bars, and it also didn't feel exactly like her. It also felt like a table. This felt a lot better. I think she's going to stand up, turn, and say, "Thank you, Elena. I think you're the best teacher I've had."
Iwana flushes and just like, and her mom just goes, "Lock it down, Iwana, lock it down," and walks away.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Souls, right? Let's get some souls. Let's go some soul hunting. Let's go.
And with that, let's go on break. Oh, wait, our producer is gone. High praise, but a low bar.
Mom!
Hi. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a lovely break. Things are about to get real. So, we left off with the lock it down crew, so to speak. Irma has left the building. Left the room. Medea, where are you? What are your vibes?
Yeah, now that the two oracles are warded and protected, we're gonna search the house for someone's soul. We found one soul here, so it goes to figure maybe we'll find another. And yeah, I think Medea will leave the room and start trying to figure out how to find um Mahalia's soul.
All right, we'll break to that as you leave the room in a bit. Let's go back to our unconscious oracles, Aoife and Remy.
It's a good band name.
Unconscious oracles.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's great.
live on Girls Run These Worlds. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you're all with these papers, and the papers are starting to form a path for you to walk on. And you feel something tugging both of you along this path. It's very dark. The only light is being reflected from the papers.
We're following that, right?
My video game senses want me to go the other way, but I think we gotta.
This is my first time in one of these, so I'm gonna follow your lead.
Yeah. Papers have told us a lot, so let's see where they go.
Okay. A literal paper trail.
You start walking along the paper trail. It's big enough for the two of you to walk side by side, so you don't have to worry about like one of you being like back. And eventually, the papers that were behind you start to whip around and continue making the yes, Hazel, I am in the middle of the stream. They continue making a path. They continue making a path, and eventually they whip up and form a scene in front of you that Aoife will know is the vegetable garden that she got transported to Las Estrellas from. It's during the day. As you both step off the last piece of paper, you turn around and it's like the path back to Aoife's house.
Oh.
And you see we'll say he's about 14-year-old boy just digging, planting some, I don't know what grows where Aoife's from, so he's planted some kind of vegetable.
Something hardy.
Something nice and hardy. He's planting potatoes.
There we go. We're in the mountains.
He's planting a bunch of potatoes. And every once in a while, he'll pick up the hose and spray a little 5-year-old girl running around, like trying to get at the potatoes, joking. He'll spray her and go back. Very lighthearted.
It's another garden. Be careful. Step in front of Aoife. Does not know where this is.
That's my garden. That's me, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we're okay. I'm not sure, but I think we're okay right now.
Finn yells out for Aoife. And she just looks up, walks over, and he like pulls her into one of those like side hugs that like messes with her hair a little bit, laughing. And he has a book in front of him. And the two of them are talking. He's telling her, yeah, and then Mothman, right? It's not that far. He's in West Virginia, right? So I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna save up so we can go to West Virginia so we can try to see Mothman. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be so cool. You know, it's like there are so many like creatures around the country that people just don't believe in. Like one day maybe we can go see the Loch Ness Monster. I think Mothman's a little bit cooler, Or there's one that's like part rabbit, part like deer, part I don't know what it's part, but it's part something awesome, right? And he's like, there's so many like the stories I've been reading you that we're gonna go, we're gonna find them, you, me, mom, dad, we're gonna go, and we're gonna find Mothman. It's gonna be awesome, you know. Little Aoife is just like really excited. She's 5, and she's like really excited, just like, yeah, Mothman, we're gonna find Mothman. Mothman, do you think he has a moth family? He's like, of course he has a moth family. Of course Mothman has a moth family. Mothman would be really sad if he didn't have a moth family, don't you think? Nobody wants to be alone all the time, Aoife.
Big Aoife is just crying so hard.
Big Aoife.
He's got a
Remy's
moth
like,
mom. He's got a moth. Yeah, maybe he has some moth kids. Maybe he has a moth baby sister that keeps trying to steal his potatoes. He sprays her with the water again. She kind of like laughs and like goes like that, but it's having fun because it's a really hot day.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, yeah, of course there's a moth family. Yes. He looks down. I was really lonely before you were here. I can't imagine Mothman not having his own moth family to be with him all the time. And mom and dad let me build this vegetable garden so that we would have somewhere to go. Started working on it. Most people build nurseries, and I plant potatoes. But so that even when I'm away at college, if I go away for college, she'll always have a part of me here. Whenever I plant something, I think of you. And that's where I'll be. No matter what.
Big Aoife, just because to delineate, is I think been walking steadily closer to approach small Finn. Just getting close, just like immersing herself in this memory until she can almost reach out and touch him.
You see Cathal flies around and kind of lands on Finn's shoulder and like rubs against him. And of course, as you're doing that, as Cathal is like rubbing against Finn, you hear a bark, and this beautiful dog just rushes towards Finn and Aoife, and kind of knocks Finn on his back, and Cathal just flies up and lands on Aoife, and the dog is just licking Finn's face. And he's laughing. He's like, Ricky, stop! Aoife, get Ricky, and baby Aoife's just watching. And big Aoife remembers suddenly that this is their family dog, Ricky, who went away to school with Finn.
what breed is it?
I'll send a picture. I have a reference.
Yes, please. My heart.
Finn and Ricky were a pair the way that Aoife and Cathal were. Where they said, they're like, it's amazing your dog is in the best condition because that dog was around since Finn was born. They're like, that dog is like the like healthiest dog there has ever been. And so it's just the one happy dog and 2 kids laughing, planting gardens, watering the garden. You see Finn kind of puts Aoife on his lap and like shows her like how to plant the potatoes, make sure they're good. Okay, and this is where we're gonna plant the carrots, things like that. And he has like little signs to help mostly her know where each thing goes. And so He helps her like spell out carrot, and she spells it with a K because it sounds like it should be with a K. Things like that, little kid stuff.
Brains is not her strong suit.
She's so right.
And the sun is slowly starting to set, and little Aoife starts crying. And Finn goes, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" "You said, well, one day you're going to go away for college. Are you taking me with you?"
Oh.
And he laughs and he goes, "That's not for a while. And I don't think I can take you. But you'll never be alone, Aoife. You will never be alone. And you'll have this garden. You'll have to take care of it when I'm at college. You'll have to make sure it doesn't..." There's a cat that got into our garden. And then Ricky goes and chases off this cat. Cat did not like being chased off. And Finn kind of laughs and wipes away a tear from his eye.
Oh.
Wipes away a tear from his eye, and now she's coming here. Okay.
Yes.
Not me. He wipes a tear away from his eye and goes, "No matter where I am, you take care of this place, I'll be here. Everything I plant, no matter where I am, because you know I'll be planting at school, you can always find me there. I'll always be there."
I mean, I don't know what this means. I don't know why I'm saying this right now. You can see all of it too, right?
Remy's also crying.
I don't know what it means.
It's really nice here. I mean, I don't know if it has to mean anything.
Oh. Yeah.
You'll never be alone. Mothman's always out there too.
Oh gosh.
I mean, you did it. You met him.
I met him, yeah.
You met him.
And you don't have to be scared of being alone anyways. I was sad. Not a lot of people understood me like you do. But that's okay. Eventually, you find the people that do. Or the people that might not completely understand, but love you anyways. Will do anything to protect you. And even when it's okay to be sad sometimes, you don't always have to be happy, Aoife. I want you to be happy. But you can't know what happiness is if you've never been sad.
Is your brother like a writer or something? What is that?
Our dad's a librarian. We read a lot of books.
Hitting bars. I don't. I think Remy is going to sort of end this teary mess, sit in the ground, and if I don't know if we can touch things here, but we'll try and touch the dirt and be like, I think maybe what it's trying to show us is that a garden is something good, and to nurture is the way. It's not to take. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're the poetic family, but that's what it feels like to me.
He was always better with words. I was always better at climbing stuff and finding bugs.
And in that moment, Aoife does get her memories of Finn and Ricky back.
Oh, God.
Like, not just this one.
I think she's going to kind of crumple in on herself because that's a lot.
Yeah.
It just hits you like a wave.
What's happening? Are you okay?
Oh, I remember. I remember everything. Whew,
Everything?
everything. Oh, God. A lot of it was pretty good. Oh,
The potatoes.
yeah. Oh my
Fixed it.
gosh. He grew so many potatoes. Thanksgiving was always just potatoes.
It's like crying and laughing, and it's just so much.
Oh gosh. How much of Mia did you get? 'Cause this is everything.
I still don't. I mean, I know only a little bit. I know just how just what she looks like now, but I can't. I don't remember.
I
We'll
remember
get to
when
that.
he left.
What was it like though, growing up with him?
I can see where my love for magic came from. It was always from him. All the stories he told, all the stories he read and told to me. He was always the one reading me bedtime stories. He was always the one taking me on hikes. We lived in the mountains. It was great. There was always places to go and things to see and little hidden spots to find things. He was always there to catch me when I fell out of trees. Where is he? We have to find him.
Let's go. And then
Okay.
we'll take her hand and like sort of jog down the path. We've got something to push us now.
He said garden. He said if we can find him in a garden, maybe his soul's in a garden. There were so many plants here, though. We'll find him. We found
We'll find
Mia.
him.
We'll find him.
All right. So as you walk away, the sun is setting, and Finn, little Aoife is tired. She's happy but tired. So Finn just picks her up, taps at his leg, and Ricky comes right behind him. Cathal gives a little, I don't know what sound Cathal made, but it just says quack, like I don't know, and like rubs his head against Aoife before flying to his nest.
Oh.
And you two leave the opposite way as Aoife picks up it. Finn picks up Aoife and kind of lays his head against hers and goes, "I'm always in what I plan," and walks away.
Oh gosh.
You two are following again the paper trail. And it takes you down past the lake that Kala had appeared and into the trees. And slowly the trees start transforming into buildings and lampposts and hills and eventually houses. And you're walking the streets of San Francisco.
Now they're like climbing up a hill.
I don't know this place.
I do.
Oh.
You're
Gotta
not
go.
outside of Mia's house this time. You're outside of Remy's.
There's a lot.
We got some
People are
ambience.
speeding. Yeah. This is they sort of stop. I think I'd rather go back to your house.
I don't know if we can.
We sort of look behind us, and is it just like darkness?
It's San Francisco, wherever you look.
I didn't know buildings could get that big. Huh.
And it's one of those like those San Franciscan houses that are like on a slope that's like between next to like other ones that are, and it's like cute and quaint, and it's got steps going up to the front door. Yeah. I think that they know that maybe this is where they need to be, but it's so different from what they were just at that they feel a little bad for maybe Aoife, and is like, okay, well, we have to find. I mean, would Mia be at her house? Maybe we can go there.
As you say that, Remy, from about, we'll say 16-year-old Remy, is walking down the street. There's nobody around them, and they just look deflated. They're carrying a backpack, they're carrying a bag with like food that they just grabbed for themselves. They have their key in their hand.
Who's that loser?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I mean, joking.
I mean, you kind of look
Look at
like
that.
you.
Look at
But
that
you're not
door.
a loser.
The gust of wind kind of shoves you for that.
Yeah, and we'll sort of stumble forward and be like, okay, and then we'll follow the younger, a little bit younger Remy into the house.
What would Remy do, like, coming home late from a day of school?
So Remy sort of puts their shoes, like takes off their shoes, because this is an Asian household, and has like there's like a nice shoe rack, and there's a dad and a mom's shoes, and they're very, very organized, and there's like a spot for everything, and there's not shoes like strewn about, and so they put their shoe in the right spot, and then they adjust it so it's a little bit neater, and then stop at the kitchen table, and there's no one home, and it's like pristine, it's like clean, it almost feels like a model home kind of in a way. It doesn't really feel like anyone, it doesn't feel super lived in, but Remy will sort of sit and take out their food and like have the little after school snack, and then just sort of think and probably turn on something on their phone, and then just have it playing while they eat. And it's like a very like beige, white, gray kind of decor, and then in the middle there's that Remy with that like orange jacket that they have and the green pants, and it's like this bit of color, but small in this place. Yeah.
There's a call. Does Remy have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Right? There's a call on Remy's phone, and they pick it up. They're like, yeah, what's up? And they put it on speaker so that they can keep eating. Hey, Remy. Do you think, listen, I know I was supposed to do my part of the project, but like, I can't. Could you be like a friend and maybe just get that taken care of for me? Please. I know I totally owe you one. I just got a lot going on, and I'll totally be ready to present tomorrow.
Am I playing Remy or are you playing Remy?
I'll say because I played Aoife, I'll play Remy in this. Unless you
Okay.
want to play. Do you want to play Remy in this?
Either way, I mean, it's
If you want to, you can.
I can play big Remy, like big Aoife.
Remy's just like pauses. It's like, yeah, of course. Of course. No, you take care of whatever you've got to take care of. It's what I'm here for. I got this. And they're like, thank you so much. You are the best. Thank you. And they hang up. And Remy kind of deflates after the phone call. And they keep eating. And throughout them eating their meal, they get like 3 more calls. Hey, Remy. Hey, yo, can you maybe like, I feel like you would know how to put together a poster for this event. Can you put together like 4 different designs so we can print them through the school and post them, stuff like that? Or like, hey, Remy, so like, I am having trouble with this essay, and I swear if I get another F, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Can you like maybe help me out? You know? Or, hey, Remy, so we need somebody to like look at the minutes for our club. Do you want to maybe join and help us out with that while we find somebody? Or, hey, Remy, like I'm having a week. Can I just vent to you? About what's going on? Like you are like honestly like you should be a therapist because like I cannot afford you, but like you know. And Remy always takes it with a smile. Yeah, no, I got you. This is what I'm here for. Yes, no, hey, have you like, hey, it's really sucks what's going on. Let's break it down.
I think there is this part of them that is they're tired, but part of them is also there's like they're like, oh, I'm being useful. I'm helping people. This is it's good. Yeah. Making people's lives easier, not harder. It's always good.
Are you saying that out loud or just as like a character note?
As a character thing. I'm not
Okay.
Remy's like, dude, I make a mean PowerPoint, so this all makes sense.
And you notice it's getting later and later, and Remy has focused on everyone else's stuff. And when they finally get the last thing done, they collapse on their bed and then get back up because they still have their own stuff they need to take care of. And the clock says 1 a.m. And Mozzie is living their best mozzarella life and kind of goes up to Remy and like like a little bit of scaly, like as much as an alligator lizard can hug somebody.
Well, I do remember Mozzie.
And the scene kind of fades a bit and then comes back up. And you're in a different room. And you're younger now. And Mia's there. And you're getting, a call. Hey, Remy, can you? And Mia just goes, nope. No, they can't. I mean, like, come on. No, they can't.
I mean, it's. Oh, you're Remy.
No, go ahead. No, yeah, definitely go.
Am I Remy?
Yes.
I was on Remy's automatic thing. I was like, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm just I feel like I missed a lot while I was not at school, so I feel like I need to catch up on everything.
Remy, if you're taking care of everyone else, who's taking care of you? You don't have to be useful to be worthy of respect.
I mean, I know that. I know
Do
that.
you? Okay,
Yeah.
on an academic level, I think you understand that. On a functioning level, you're allowed to have boundaries. I know you haven't been feeling good recently.
I just feel like people spend all this time and energy worrying about me, and I don't know how to fix it or how to make it better. So if I can make it better, why wouldn't I?
I'm going to be blunt here. Who do you think is who are you worried about spending so much time and energy on you?
I mean, my parents. I mean, they've had to pay for everything, and you know, they drive me when I need to go to the hospital, and they work really hard, and they've told me, you know, all the things that they've been through to make sure we have a life here. And I don't know, I don't know. And you're always visiting me, and I know you have things to do. I is sort of the one person that they can't argue with.
And you're realizing your arguments crumbling as we speak.
I should be like a lawyer or something. I don't know.
Your parents did a lot. Your parents have done a lot, and your parents have worked hard, and I will never discount that. But driving their kid to the hospital, paying for necessities, my mom does that. She also shows me how much she cares and loves me.
Your mom's great.
She is. She's kind of awesome. Could have gone without the brothers sometimes, but okay, you know what? I do like them, but just don't tell them.
They're also great, but we got to get them back next time.
Remy, you don't have to justify existing with being useful. You can just be Remy. You don't have to be yes and all the time. You don't have to be I can take on everyone's problems all the time. You can be Remy. At least when you're here, that's all you need to be. And I'll always be here to make sure that people don't try to walk all over you.
I think Remy this whole time has been sort of looking down and fidgeting with the edges of their clothes and stuff, and they're still trying to like make it light, and but there's not a lot of people that say this to Remy, and like I'm really glad I met you.
I'm glad that I met you too. Not because you're useful, because you're my best friend.
Are you calling me not useful?
Oh my god.
If that's what you take away from this, there is no hope for you. They're kind of joking. And you hear downstairs, Mia's mom goes, "Kids, dinner's ready." And you can hear her brothers rushing downstairs. And little Remy goes to pick up their bag, and Mia just puts their bag down and goes, "Dinner's ready." and guides Remy downstairs where there's places set for everyone, including Remy. And Mia's mom just smiles and goes, "How was your day today, Remy? How was school?" "Oh, I have enough for leftovers so that you can take some for lunch tomorrow. And yeah, I have enough too that you can leave it for some for your parents in the fridge for whenever they get home. But there's also enough for you to have lunch tomorrow, so you don't have to worry about making that." And the scene kind of fades with the paper trail again.
Like the big Remy is sort of processing all that and is like, there was somewhere else to go for me.
Seems like it. That was intense. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's okay if you're not. This is a not okay situation.
I mean, it was a good thing. There's someone looking out for me.
Yeah.
I don't remember her, but...
And in that moment, all of your memories of Mia come back. And not just of Mia, but because you forgot about Mia, you also forgot about her mom. And you forgot about her siblings. Everything just comes rushing back. How this family, you were a part of their family. Her mom had dinner set for you every night. Her mom gave leftovers for you to take home in case you got hungry. Her mom would constantly tell you that you can spend the night, would ask if you did your homework, all of the very, mom things. She had stuff set up so that you can stay. There was another bed put into Mia's room in case you wanted to spend the night. She started sending Mia with 2 lunches, but like Heike telling her, "Don't say that you just say you had extra food today," things like that. And you'll both walk this paper trail, and eventually you wake up in Bella's room, the two of you. Nobody else is there.
Oh no. Are you okay?
Yeah, I remember her. I remember everything. I mean, everything.
It's a weird feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, now I want to hear everyone's story. There's so much here.
You feel like you have a blanket on you?
Oh.
Like invisible, but it's there.
It feels like I don't know. It feels like Medea, doesn't it?
How do you mention it?
And with that, we're gonna go really quick to the lock it down squad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you don't have to roll for the feeling that there are no souls in this house. You wander through, you start looking through all the souls you could have gotten here, which was a decent amount, aren't here. I'm gonna say, for the sake of we're on a time crunch, you all eventually get together. You realize there's no souls here. Elena goes to the plot, puts her hands in the dirt, and hibiscus flowers bloom and weave together. And you all grab on, and you're all back on the roof of Aurora. Also going to say, at this moment, Elena goes, "I'm going to go check with the others, make sure everything's okay. Jonah, I don't think we have enough time to go get your grandfather as all of us, so I'm just going to teleport. Does that work for you?"
Sure.
You think he's in the catacombs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ma, can you go tell the others? And Irma's like, yeah, don't tell me what to do.
Oh,
And
hold
Irma,
on. Can you bring them their souls? The ones that we have gathered so far.
she pulls out like a bag, or yeah, because this is, I don't know if that would break Twitch guidelines. Anyways, she brings out a bag and puts the souls in there.
All you gotta do is pop them, crack them, and the souls go back to the people.
Twist it, Bob. No, okay. And she puts,
Technologic.
Break
that
it.
was
Break it
that
near
was-
them.
that was who just snaps her fingers and disappears and goes, I'll meet, before she goes, I'll meet you where, I'll meet you at the old man's house. Snaps her fingers, disappears. Her mom snaps her fingers and disappears. I'm in stream. I'll unlock it in a bit. Okay, sorry, my boyfriend's trying to bring me food. I forgot I locked the door on him. So, she snaps her fingers and disappears. You are all on Aurora's roof.
You think they could have got us off the roof before they left?
I was like, are we supposed to run there?
I don't
I'm not surprised
know.
by anything anymore.
Ivana
hey.
hops back. Goes, you're on a roof. I am so sorry. Your grandpa's fine. And soon he pops in and goes, okay, it's been a day. Grabs Jonah's hand.
You're okay.
Grabs Jonah's hand. Irma comes back like, oh my god. And they start transporting you all. They have to make a couple trips, but they start transporting you all to Professor Aina's house.
They really got to update this magic for more than one person.
I know.
If we use it for more than one person, bad things can happen.
Well, maybe we should learn it. We
Bad
have
things
not.
happen anyway.
Yeah.
Bad things like death, Jonah.
Oh.
What if I just ran there?
Yeah,
Could I
death
beat
has
you all?
happened to Jonah. I mean,
Too late.
that's
Yeah, well, and the professor kind of rubs like where you like try to hit him. He goes, yeah, well, I remember him not taking kindly to it.
fair
Do
enough.
the rest of them all remember their people from
Yeah.
their episodes? Like fully? Or is it just us that have all our memories?
There's two people who don't remember, and it's Jonah doesn't remember completely about Adam. He remembers some, but not all of it.
Okay.
And Medea can't remember Mahalia.
I was a baby.
Well, yeah.
So
you
I've
wouldn't
got my
either way.
memories.
Yeah.
So
Subliminal. Okay.
we're gonna do this very quickly. I'm very sorry that this is gonna be very quick.
Yeah.
I need Rosie,
Oh God.
Anita, and Will. I was gonna call you Jonah. I'm like, wait, no, he has a real name. Sorry. Will, to all roll to try to find your people's souls. If you pitch to me what you think you should roll for this and how you're working. And it's automatically with a magic die.
Grit
The
because
hell?
I'm determined now that I have the
Okay.
memories. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Oh gosh. It's cocked. I gotta roll again.
Anita, what do you want to roll?
Yeah, brains. Like, now that I'm back at the house, like in proximity with my 20-year-old mom, I sort of like look and see a lot of similarities between like the purple shimmery magic that I just like made and just her whole vibe. And I'm just trying to lock in with that
Okay.
and figure that out. So
And Jonah.
Jonah, I think is gonna. I would like to use Braun, but I think the justification that I would like to use for Braun is this: he's gonna focus on that. He doesn't have a lot of memories of Adam, but he does have that memory of like throwing him against a locker and like grabbing him by the front of his shirt. He's gonna try to focus on
Focus
that.
on the memory of you bullying him.
Kind of focus on the memory of like
The
my
physicality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the physicality of like my arms being like
Go
on
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
in a PG-13.
Mark it down,
I wasn't even going to make you clarify. Just go ahead. The difficulty is
Alright,
10.
cool.
You're using magic.
That is 18.
Okay. You found it. Rosie, what'd you roll?
There must be something about Aoife trying to find people because I exploded and got a 31.
Oh,
Aoife definitely finds it. Anita?
Big eights. Big eights.
can we help?
Okay, yeah,
You can
I would love to like kind of channel some of my magic and into Medea while she's doing this, just because I know that she's on this and I've done it before, and I'm just kind of trying to like be like a magical battery basically for Medea, and I'll give you 2 ATs for that.
We
okay.
could do this power of friendship style where we all put a hand
Yeah,
on.
Okay.
we all
Yeah.
All right, and you are all headed in the same direction.
Ooh.
You're all headed to the Cuervo's house.
It's like, okay, we'll split up and we'll find them, and then we're all going.
And then we're all
the
going
same
the
way.
same
You are
Meet
all
you
Work.
back here.
to the Cuervo's house. You get there relatively quickly. I'm going to tell you where each of you are drawn. Rosie, Aoife hears, you'll always find me where I'm planted. And as you dig through the pink milkweeds, there's a gem.
I'm gonna grab it. I think I found him.
Potato.
And
Potato!
Finn is behind you and just looks at you and he holds it. And when you both hold it, it like shatters. And he's back.
You good?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Literally, I was right. Oh, okay. Medea, you were drawn into the house burnt down. But you know that Irma had pulled a bunch of stuff out. It kind of just left it there when you all went to like go to safety. And in the collection of things she found, there was a little bit of a sculpture of it was a sculpture of 3 people, so you couldn't tell who they were. And in the center of that was a gem. And you find Mahalia, break it, she gets her soul. Jonah, you rummage through, and you find hidden in what looks like stuff that hadn't been moved for ages, or at least for a little bit. And you find hidden in the bottom of a baseball bat, you find a gem. And you just crush it, gem comes out, give it to Adam. And as you do, and they get their magic back, the seal over the catacomb brightens. And that is how the sisters got past their seals. Was they placed these gems inside of the Cuervo's house without Elena or Irma knowing, and channeled that magic to make it so only the 3 of them could pass through the seal. 2 of them could pass through the seals.
Hmm.
You're all together. You're all in a group. And you all have your souls back. Everyone, it has their souls back. You hear like a cacophony as all these animals start racing from the forest and just like jumping at their respective humans.
Oh gosh. No more
Yeah, for
dinosaurs.
Mia's crystal too. Remy like ran in, was like, Mia, don't catch. Or like throw it.
Mia's like, ah, and caught it.
Don't.
Do they
Everyone
age to
has
their
their soul
appropriate
back.
age or no?
They all age to their appropriate age.
Oh God. Well,
So Mia goes back to being 20 instead of 25.
oh, okay,
Like
okay.
it fixes it.
I was like, is she 12? Okay, but it's where time would actually be. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone goes to where they should be. And you got everybody's souls back. Everyone's happy. And in the middle, you see Marigold kind of shake her head a bit. Everyone got their memories back. And Marigold turns and she looks at Rosa. You left. I didn't know you existed. And Rosa's just crying. And Marigold hugs her sister as she gets brief memories of the times they were together before Rosa hid herself when they were 15. Everybody's happy. You're all with your loved ones. And that's when a flurry of red energy sets everything around you on fire.
Okay.
Don't like that.
Thorns wrap around, and in a flurry of petals, Belladonna Flores appears.
This bitch.
I will not allow you to ruin everything I have worked for.
What are you going
Okay.
to do about it?
Yeah.
I don't need to be able to continue to harvest your magic. I just need you out of my way. And petals appear and Calla appears next to her.
Oh, she's awake now.
Yeah, they woke up that morning.
Ah, man.
And they kind of take a double take at Rosa. That's interesting. Well, now we know to be more careful next time.
No, next
There's
time.
not going to be a next time.
Yeah.
I
There
want
will
to
always
try
be a
and I
next
want to try
time.
something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want
Try
to try
something.
and take her memories
Ooh.
of
Yeah, now that we know how
magic.
that spell works.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this it? This is kind of like an attack, right? We'll say.
Sure. Yeah, but I want to use brains.
You are going to use brains. I
Okay.
am rolling to you. I am rolling to see if. Who are you trying to take memories from?
Bella.
Bella.
She's the head honcho, right?
She is in
Yeah.
fact the head. Okay. So Bella has a lot of mental protections because
That
she's
yeah.
Bella.
This was when I said try, I really meant try.
Okay, so we're gonna see first if she notices.
Okay.
She also gets a +5 because she's a master.
Yeah. Who's got ATs, y'all?
I got ATs.
I've got a bunch.
All right, go ahead and roll your. She's going in to notice. So this is gonna be. She's gonna roll again for 5 because she's definitely gonna notice what you're gonna try to do.
Okay. Seven level spell slots, everything.
Go ahead and roll brains of magic.
Okay. 15.
And she's gonna be launching a brain attack at you instead of trying to run away from this.
Okay.
Her attack gets knocked out of the way of yours.
In a good way?
You're good.
Oh, okay. Oh, but
good.
it canceled out?
No, because no, it didn't cancel out.
Yeah.
You start taking her memories,
Oh.
but not of the plan, not things like that. You take memories of her aunt and her mom. And as these memories are slowly, everyone can watch as it looks like Remy has a rope in their hand that they keep pulling towards them. And Calla sees this, and Calla's going to try to fight you.
No, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, break out the
Gordian!
Yeah.
Yeah. I think ever since Mahalia aged 20 years in front of Medea's eyes, Medea had been just staring like blankly. And then when it seems like, ooh, magic is going off and like people are clashing, sort of pulled away. And seeing Calla like step threateningly towards Remy. Yeah, I think that would be a fun vision for Jonah and Medea to just step in front of Remy and like place themselves in between.
Go ahead and roll. What do you roll for Guardian, Will?
So it kicks in if I'm defending somebody. It doesn't really matter what you roll.
Are you fighting? Are you
stat
brawning it? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to brawn it. I'm gonna try it. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but I think I see this as like Jonah's defense and Medea's like offense. So Jonah's gonna try to like
She is straight
stop-
up trying to kill Remy.
right, but like with magic or because
Yes,
all
with
you I think
magic.
okay, because what does that look like? Because I think she just took a step towards Remy.
She
But
like
what is the
it's more she turned towards Remy and you can
Okay.
see her wind her arm back
cool?
and you can see like energy form around her wrist as she's about to swing it out.
That's
at
fine.
Remy.
Muted.
That's fine. She can swing it out at Remy. I'm gonna try to like do the like X arm like
Wonder Woman?
interpose. Yeah, the Wonder Woman.
Okay, go
and
ahead.
cool. I'm gonna roll with to
Well, you
defend.
just
I'm going to
flex.
roll fight.
Yeah, and okay, I got a 14.
She got a 19.
If that fails, though, I do get to re-roll the magic die.
Reroll your magic die.
Gotta tease.
You can take the better. I'll say you can take the better of the magic die.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. That does the re-roll explode?
The reroll can explode.
Yeah!
Yes.
This is finale.
You said 19?
Yeah.
I got 17, but I can spend 3 adversity tokens to stop it.
You all watch as Kala just whips this energy and lets it go, and Jonah, just in time, just steps in front and is like, nah, bitch, not today, and just takes it to the chest, and it
I think-
bounces off of him.
For the first time, too, Remy doesn't move and relies on someone else to help. Good.
And she
right
goes...
before,
Yep,
sorry.
go ahead.
And then Medea is in her face with a
And
big
right
glowing
after-
stick.
right after Jonah catches the attack, and before like Medea, it's very anime in my mind. Where I, like,
Yes,
usually
yes.
maybe then,
Yes.
Medea like comes
Among Us.
around from the outside, and as I like stop the attack, and she's like staring at me, Jonah's just gonna be like, "You should have tried to turn me into a cat again."
Yeah.
So Medea is in Kala's face. Bella also is about to try to attack again, but really quick, Medea, what are you gonna try to do to Kala?
I'm a fighter. I'm gonna hit her with the stick.
All right, go ahead. Hit her with the stick about it.
Okay. So that's a 14 on the die and a 2 on the magic die for a 16. Then because I'm in close quarters, I get a +3 because that's my strength for a 19. And I want to hit her in the face. With magic.
And on an 18 on the fight dice, a 2 on her magic dice, and a +5, she takes it
So-
to the face.
27 total.
20 + 5, 25.
25 total, and I rolled a 19, and I have adversity tokens to spend, and I will spend them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can spend
We're
7
using all
adversity
our
tokens to
trauma
make it a
and, like,
26.
She's just ready to take. So she does take it to the face and goes like in a bit, and she goes to try to hit you, and you just knock her hand aside. And as Bella goes to turn it, somebody catches her wrist, and you all see Rosa.
Yeah.
You will not make
You
a
have to
mockery
remember.
of everything that I stand for, everything I've came here for, and I will not allow it. And Bella pushes her forward, and Miracle catches her. And as Bella and Kala literally join hands, raise their arms to the sky, thunder and lightning is starting to strike all around you. You all watch as Rosa and Marigold throw themselves against this lightning. Magic explodes from the center where Marigold and Rosa are. And slowly each one of you starts to dissolve into starlight. As you all do, Marigold turns to Medea. We're tight, remember? We're together. We're in it together. No matter what this year is. As she slowly starts turning into glass. And Rosa starts turning into glass, and the two sisters hold each other's arms. Calla and Bella are still there, conducting Otracy, trying to grab at everyone that's still there. And just as stars start to form around Medea's ankles, she throws herself forward and tackles Calla. The stars dissipate, and Mahalia just grabs onto her daughter's ankles and pulls herself out. And everything turns black. We're gonna roll really quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Our music, cover the memories. Oh my god, Medea.
Jonah opens his eyes. It's morning. He's blinking. And he's in his house. And he sits up. And there's Adam. And there's his grandfather. And there's a giant fucking velociraptor just going, "Ah!" And everyone's waking up and shaking their head, and you hear people downstairs. And as Jonah walks downstairs, you see Aoife and Finn, Remy and Mia, Panacea and Dee, and all of their familiars. And you see Leo and Ale and Hazel and Blake swimming around Ale. But there's no sign of Medea. There's no sign of Mahalia. There's no sign of Rosa or Marigold. Elena and Irma. Elena tries to go back, but she hits a wall of orange energy. You look outside and you stare out at Arizona as you realize that you're no longer in the School of the Stars. You have left Las Estrellas. Your friends sacrificed themselves to save all of you, and there's no one there to protect them now. And with that, we have reached the end of Season 1 of School of the Stars, a Kids on Brooms game. Hi everyone, I am Nox. I have been your GM. This is the world to me. I had this idea based off of one of my favorite movies, and I pitched it like this would just be a really fun campaign, and they said yes, and now we're here, and we have completed a season, and I got this really amazing cast that I love and these characters, and they helped me build the world more than you can ever know, and I'm so glad we have done this. Thank you. And we are going to say our goodbyes. We are going to start. We will start with you. Say who you are, who you were, and where to find you next.
Oh, you cut out for a second. We missed who's
Yeah.
starting us off.
Who's starting?
Will.
Will, cool. Hey, hi, that's me. Hi, my name is Will. I have been Jonah, and maybe will be Jonah again. We are both he, him, the haunted quote-unquote survivor, though I guess, in a way, everybody's the haunted survivor now, except Medea.
Maybe the haunted survivor was the something
The
Friends we made along the way.
the friends we left behind at the magic school.
Oh.
Normally you can find me over at Live from the Apocalypse, which is a not-for-profit TTRPG studio on twitch.tv, and we also make podcasts and stuff like that. We raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations, and we're currently fundraising for I'm sorry, my brain is everywhere right now. The First Nations Development Institute. We are like $200 away from our goal as of last night, and we do a lot of stuff. Tomorrow night is the final episode of the Madigans, which is a Dresden Files game that I've been running about a group of magical siblings who have been brought together by the unexpected death of their estranged father. And then we've got a pretty packed week after that too. But if you want to know what's going on, livefromtheapocalypse.com, Live from the Apocalypse on all the platforms except for Twitter, which has a character limit. So it's Live from the APOC. And that's it for me. Oh, I'm also on social media at @AWillMScream, wherever you want to do that, I guess. That's it. I will throw it to Allie.
Wow. Hello, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. I'm Allie. I have been Panacea Plaque, the haughty descendant, learning to have friends and be gay this lovely time. I can be found on the internet at Allie_Yakta_est on Twitter and social, in various other places. Right now on Twitter, I'm the director of production and creative at a video game startup, and right now on Twitter, I am like very unhingedly live tweeting, playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So if you're interested in that, that's one of the things that I'm doing right now. With that, I will throw it to Rosie.
Hey, it's me, Sweet Rosie B, just about everywhere on the internet. You can find me not here on Saturdays anymore, but on Thursdays now. Me and Knox will both be playing Regency era fairies in Regency Remix. I'm sure Knox has all the copy for that, so I'll let her talk more about that. You can find me on Tuesdays over on the GR Crew, where we're finishing up our Humbleword campaign. And super importantly, I will be lore keeper for an upcoming Lord of the Rings actual play. We are crowdfunding for it right now. It is a huge production. We have some really amazing cast members. We are going all out on art, music, production value. It looks so good so far. But we do need the community support. If you go to my Twitter, the pinned post has all the details. If you like Lord of the Rings, this is going to be so good. It's an all elf campaign in Rivendell, and it's gonna be so much fun, and I'm so excited I get to do this. I'm gonna pass it to Rowan.
Wow, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, I'm Rowan. I played Remy Sun, who had a good talking to today. And this was a lot of fun, and big props to Knox for running the show. I think we all had an amazing time, and this is my first time doing any sort of stream or actual play content, so it's super fun. I play a lot of stuff in general, but never on stream, so you can find me on Twitter. I draw things, and I draw my characters. So if you are curious about my other traumatized children, then you can go check that out. But yeah, I will pass it on to our lost in the sauce, Anita.
I am Anita. Hello. I have been Medea. She is very lost in a whole bunch of sauce. And you can find me at Anita the Lesbian. That's all you really need to know. On the Twitters, at Anita the Lesbian. And with that, I will toss it back to our illustrious, benevolent, and not cruel, but definitely unusual GM.
Did Allie go?
Yeah, I will.
Allie
Okay.
Knox.
Okay. I did not
so-
process.
Knox, it's all you.
And hi everyone, I am Knox, and again in this campaign I have been many people all at once. I've been your GM. You can find me on social media at Noxternal_7. I'm so sad that this is over. Rowan said it was their first time being in a stream. My first time ever being on a stream was with Girls Run These Worlds, and this is also my first time ever GMing. And so this means a lot to me. This cast has been amazing. Our producer Sarah is amazing. You know, shout out to producer Sarah. And I hope we can come back for more of Las Estrellas. I love this campaign with my whole heart, and this cast and these characters. With that said, there are still other things to check out on Girls Run These Worlds, even though School of the Stars is over. We don't have Inspire Isles on Tuesday. I had 2 finales this week. Well, Roll for Luck is here all week. I mean, all Wednesday, every Wednesday. I know words. I'm emotional right now. Roll for Luck is on Wednesdays. Thursdays, Rosie and I are going to be some fantasy, like Fae, Regency era people, and I'm so excited for you to see our characters. Super fun. Anne is an amazing GM, and we're so excited. So that's Regency Remixed on Thursday. On Friday, we have Valor, Gently on the Wind, which is also, it's our penultimate episode. I'm in that. Our GM is awesome. We're sponsored by Valorous Games. It's a whole blast, and we are magical girls. We're gonna meet the queen. There's a lot going on there, and that's where you can find me this week. This is my off week because all my shows wrapped up on this week. So with that said, thank you so much to everybody who has supported us, everyone who has supported this series. Thank you so much to Girls Run These Worlds for giving it to us. And we are going to go raid Vancouver by Night, who is raising money for the BC SPCA. There is a little bit of stardust and magic in all of you, and I hope you take that away with you, because magical schools are for everybody, even when the staff's trying to kill you. Goodbye, everyone.